This is Randi Altman's Perspective.
Randi Altman has been writing about our industry for more than 20 years. In fact, she's the editor-in-chief of her own website, which is postperspective.com. Randi is on the road this week. We've managed to nail her feet to the floor. And Randi, welcome back.
Thanks, Larry. Good to be back.
So where are you and what are you doing?
I'm currently in Indian Wells, California, and at the HPA Tech Retreat.
Now, the HPA, which I learned last week, stands for the Hollywood Post Association, is an organization of post-production companies. What are you talking about there?
Well, actually, here at the show, they announced a new name. So they're now the Hollywood Professional Association.
The Hollywood Professional Association. Why?
Yes, they felt that was more inclusive, so that's their new name. And they also announced that Leon Silverman, who was one of the founding members of the HPA and the HPA's president, has stepped down, and Seth Hallen from Sony has taken his place. Leon will still be on the board and will still be very visible within the HPA, but he has stepped down as president.
Well, what does the HPA do? What's its role in life?
Well, so it began as an association for post-production professionals, creatives, and then manufacturers got involved as well. So they do their HPA Awards in November, where they celebrate talent. And here at the Tech Retreat, there are tons of sessions on all sorts of topics, and we touched upon that last week as well. But it's all about education and building community.
Well, you were talking that you're at a tech retreat. Is this like a trade show, or is it more of a conference?
It's a little bit of both. They have an exhibit floor, so you can take a look at some gear if you want, but most of it is conference time. So you're in a room and you're learning.
Sounds like a return to school. One of the things I'm curious about is what are some of the hot topics? What are they talking about? More business or more creative?
More creative, absolutely. More creative, more technology, where things are going, the importance of metadata in OTT workflows. Everything is metadata. The importance of metadata has never been higher. So there's a lot of that. There was someone from NASA talking about technology yesterday. There is an HDR session going on right now, where an earlier HDR session, there was a nice debate between HDR and 4K. Some people just don't believe in 4K. They felt like maybe it was pushed upon them, and they really do believe that the image looks better thanks to high dynamic range. So that was a debate that was going on earlier in the week. It's been a fun show.
What struck you the most as you're listening to all these conferences?
How engaged the audience is. I mean, it's a big room, and there's a lot going on, and sessions go on throughout the day. I mean, there's breaks, but it is chock full of information, and people are just there to learn.
Randi, for people that want to keep track of what you've learned at HPA and learn about your website in general, where can they go on the web?
They could go to postperspective.com, and they could also follow me on Twitter at postperspective. We have been tweeting about the show.
Very cool. Randi, thanks for joining us today.
To read more from Randi Altman, visit postperspective.com.